So I'm gonna be quiet for a moment. You talk about how you feel about last night. Like, what the happened?
I don't know. Somebody called me poor. They called me poor.
That car that you were jumping on, why did you jump on that car? Did you know who the people were that owned the car?
No.
Did you see people in the car doing anything to you?
No.
So why did you take it out on that car?
I don't know.
It happened to be that car was here to film you and to instigate you. But how did you know that?
I don't know. I assumed it was.
You were correct, but how did you just guessed?
I guess.
Well, here we go again, folks. Another week, another world of t-shirts freak out. Yes, the cycle just continues, and it seems like the same thing triggered him once again, y'all. It's pretty crazy. It's like you just say fries in the bag and homie instantly starts freaking out. You just can't stop Josh from spurging if you use that one phrase. If you don't know what I'm referring to, there was an incident where Josh had freaked out on this woman for using the phrase, put the fries in the bag. He chased the woman down the street and I guess like kicked her and stuff, or at least threw a kick towards her way. In the videos I'm about to show you, you'll see that that's like a common thing for him to do. Homie will just straight up like kick any person or object that's in the general area whenever he's doing one of his freakouts. It's just a common thing that Josh likes to do. So I basically already gave it away, but let's talk about what triggered this freakout. So before this freakout took place, there's a video of Mr.Based talking to World of T-Shirts on a stoop. And he's basically telling World of T-Shirts that they're going to be having an interview with a big YouTuber who has like over 1 million subscribers or something like that. I forget the dude's name, but Mr.Based acts as though it's a big deal. And you can see that Josh is obviously inebriated and doesn't really want to talk to Mr.Based at all.
Josh, how do you think tonight's live stream went?
Good.
Why do you think it went good?
It just stayed.
Where are you headed to now? You headed to your hotel?
Yeah.
Waiting for your Uber?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a live stream tomorrow night with Matan Evan. He has 1 million YouTube subscribers.
That's good.
Have you heard of him, Matan Evan?
No.
I told you about it a couple weeks ago. So it's at like 7 o'clock tomorrow night at Midtown. We got to meet at my house in the afternoon, Josh. And then we're on this very big live stream. All right.
Okay.
Do you want to look up Matan Evan and see who he is? You want to look him up?
Not now.
You sure you never heard of him? Anyway, are you okay to go home right now, Josh?
Yeah.
Are you smashed?
A little.
All right, buddy. We'll get you in your Uber and we'll get you home.
I mean, it's crazy how obvious Mr.Based makes this bullshit that he's doing, you know what I mean? It's like right in front of everyone's face that he's using Josh. Recording somebody in such an inebriated state is such a Mr.Based thing to do considering his past. I mean, come on, dude. You come off as so creepy when you take advantage of people that are under the influence of any substance. You know, you're not even doing it in a sexual manner at this point. You're kind of just taking this kid and using him for money. It's weird, bro. It's like he found a way to be a pimp without directly being a pimp. And he's sort of using Josh, this autistic young person, as a vessel to do that. Getting him drunk and super hyped up, winding him up, and then just kind of watching him go. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. But I mean, don't feel bad for Josh for too long. As the video continues, you'll see that he's been doing some pretty crazy stuff, like not just attacking people, but the things that he's been saying lately is like kind of out of character for Josh. Like, I know he was a pretty bad person, but his racism has gone through the roof because it almost seems like he's doing it for attention at this point. When he uses the N-word, you know, people start flooding in, people start commenting, people clip it. It becomes a big deal and people talk about it. And that's what Josh wants, and that's what Mr.Based wants. I mean, it might even be guided by Mr.Based. We don't know, because we don't know what they talk about behind the scenes, or if, you know, there's some kind of direction that they try to take these live streams before they actually do them. But either way, it's pretty weird, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Eventually, like I stated earlier, somebody who's passing by in a car stops and sees that conversation taking place. And as Mr. Based stops recording Josh, they scream out of their window, "Put the fries in the bag."
Just put the fries in the bag. Oh my god, oh my god. Yo, he just punched him. He just punched him in the face? What the f was that? He punched the girl? Josh, put the fries in the bag!
And in response, Josh just totally spurgs out, not only on the people in the car, but just people that are kind of passing by and people that are in the general area. The only person that he doesn't spurg out on is Mr. Based. I mean, he screams at him, but he doesn't throw any punches at him. He doesn't throw any kicks at him. Maybe it's because he knows Mr. Based history, or maybe it's because of that one situation where Mr. Based had hit that YouTuber over the head with a tripod. And like, you know, Josh doesn't want any of that, right? He doesn't want to actually fight somebody who's going to throw a punch back. He's over there throwing kicks at girls and random people that are walking by that look innocent enough not to mess with him, basically. But when the big guy comes towards him, he goes running. And that's exactly what we see in the next two clips. In the first clip, we see a different view of Josh running down the street, and this time Mr. Based is recording him. Mr. Based is shouting at him, telling him to stop doing what he's doing, while simultaneously recording him.
Did he just kick you?
He kicked my girlfriend.
I'm so sorry.
What the f is that? Josh?
Josh, what the f is wrong with you? You're losing it, bro. You gotta apologize to these people.
Never.
What?
You think you're there, you little place?
Josh, you're kicking people you don't even know. Leave them alone, Josh. Why are you kicking that car? Josh, you got to go back to your grandfather's.
No.
We're not working together for a week.
I can't.
You got to go home to your grandfather. You're losing
No.
it. You're not cool lately. I can't encourage this behavior.
It's not
Go
my
home to your
fault.
grandfather. I'm not streaming with you for a week. I love you. Get off that car, bro.
I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. He's telling Josh, I can't condone what you're doing. You know, I can't promote what you're doing, while simultaneously recording this dude and putting it up as separate clips on his page, making like a compilation of Josh freaking out. I mean, come on, dude. You're making it super obvious. Why even try to hide it at this point, or like try to make it seem as though you're being responsible with this dude? You're not. The whole point of you having Josh on your live stream is to use him. It's to get him drunk, you know, wind him up and have the donations come through as he says stuff like the N-word.
You!
Hey!
In a separate clip, you can see Mr. Based recording Josh jumping on a car. I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. He's just not doing shit but recording him.
What the f are you doing, Josh?
I'm damaging his car.
Whose car? Josh, get the
Joe's car.
f off that car, you lunatic.
I'm not a lunatic.
Josh, what the f is wrong with you? You gotta take care of yourself better, Josh. You're losing it. Get off this person's car.
Okay.
Why would you do that? Why the f would you do that?
Because of what he said.
What did he say? Put the fries in the bag? Josh,
Ow!
you don't even know whose car this is.
Oh!
Now you broke your hand? Holy shit, you're so f***ed up, Josh. Josh, you're taking a week off.
No,
Yes!
please.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
And when you see the other perspective, that becomes quite apparent. I mean, it looks pretty crazy. You have Mr.Based standing at a distance, recording with his phone, and he's like, Josh, stop it. You gotta stop what you're doing, Josh. Right? He's just sitting there, like, trying to get the best angle he can so he can post it on his YouTube page. It's funny, but it's not, because this is real people that are being affected, right? This isn't like just some kind of show or something. This is somebody's car.
I'll show you.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Yo, he's staying on the car. Yo, he's gonna break that shit.
Damaging this car.
I was like, what's the yeah, wait. Yo, imagine.
God damn, dude. These two, like I said before, they're like Dumb and Dumber. When they get together, man, bad shit goes down, and they both don't know how to handle it at all. Mr.Based just wants to make content, and Josh just wants to freak out. It's a bad combination, man. And now currently Josh and Mr.Based are on live stream, and Mr.Based is trying to say that he's not going to be talking to Josh anymore, and Josh has to go to his grandpa's. It's pretty wild, man.
So, there's some people saying that you've stopped taking your Seroquel, which is an antipsychotic. So you're being take that. So you have been taking it, right? But you take it when you go to bed? Yes. Not during drinking during the day, right? Okay, so people that are saying he's off his Seroquel, he's going crazy. That's untrue, right? Yeah. Untrue, okay. And by the way, I would rather, if you had to quit Seroquel or quit drinking, and you can't quit drinking, I would have thought quitting Seroquel would have been better. But you didn't quit it. You're taking
Patrick
it at
Wyman
night.
just subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you guys for subscribing. We appreciate it.
So just subscribed on YouTube.
I think you need help. You think you need help. Are you aware that there's something called an outpatient program? There are. Yeah. Oh, you didn't even know that? Yeah, I knew that.
Just subscribed on YouTube.
Like, the thing that's scary to you, I believe, is that you go to an institution and you check in for a couple weeks and you're stuck there, right? Yeah. That's not just scary to you. That's scary to me. That's scary to most people. But there are outpatient programs where I think you hit. It seems like you had an epiphany last night that you're embarrassed by your behavior and something has to change, right? God bless you, Josh. Can I give you a hug? Okay. Get up. Give me a hug. Up. You deserve a hug. Get up. This is the breakthrough. Up, my brother. Give me a hug.
Frankie, no bites.
Don't bite him, huggy.
Frankie, stop.
Frank, stop. Josh, you're going to get better.
I don't actually think that that's going to happen. I doubt that Mr.Based would let Josh go. He's just saying this because he wants to make it seem as though he doesn't condone this. But I mean, for all we know, behind the scenes, he was influencing this, or at least he like encourages Josh's freakouts. And I mean, there's probably ways to stop Josh. If he was actually like gonna harm somebody, you might have to get physical with the dude. I'm not saying that you want to, or that that's probably something that you should do in just any scenario, but in these scenarios, I think it might have been just, considering that he was like throwing flying kicks. I mean, I wouldn't have judged anybody for using force. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm saying it would probably be justified in this situation. Now let's get to Josh using the N-word, because I know you might be feeling bad for Josh right now considering his circumstances, but don't feel bad for too long, because before, I seen a lot of people defending Josh because what he said was a joke or whatever. And they were like, yeah, that word might have been used to describe African Americans like centuries ago. But nowadays, that isn't a harmful word. Now he uses a more current phrasing of the word, I guess you can say. He uses a more current form of the word. Not only that, but he also uses the colloquial version of it, which is like, I don't know, you can make your opinions on whether or not that's necessarily racist, but the first phrasing of the word is most definitely racist. There's no arguing that. It's just a matter of if you accept racism or not.
I think he's trying to
GDZ
steal
just subscribed
my
on
hat.
YouTube.
Him. I'm sorry.
Hey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Based. I shouldn't.
Don't do that. Apologize.
I'm
No
sorry.
racism on this show.
I'm
We're gonna bleep
sorry,
that out.
Mr. Based.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, okay?
You're a good person, Josh. Why would you even talk
Belushi
like
sent
that?
15
He called me a
Jason, take his phone and breathlessly to him.
He
Stop,
called me
Jason.
a neat.
All right, don't ever do that again.
Jason.
Don't
I
ever.
won't say
Take his phone
racism
and breathlessly to
again.
him.
Holy
Jason,
shit.
take his phone and breathlessly to him.
I'm
Jason.
sorry.
Put your phone down.
He called me a neat.
Doesn't matter. Don't say nothing.
Thomas Ramsey just subscribed on YouTube.
But all in all, that's all I have for Josh. Currently, like I said, Mr. Based is trying to say that they're going to go on some kind of week break. He did this live stream where he was like Mr. Based and Josh split up. And it seemed like they were just chilling and shooting the shit. Like, it didn't really seem like anything was going on or like they were actually parting ways. It just seems like Mr. Based wanted some kind of snappy title so that he can get people to click, especially after the freak out that just happened. He probably wants to capitalize on that. So, you know, the first thing in the morning, he got Josh up and said, "It's time to live stream, buddy. You know, get the twisted teas out and, you know, get your hat out and get ready to get drunk and waste your life away on live stream." You know what I mean? It's a sad, sad existence, but that's the life that Josh and Mr. Based have chose. And there's definitely a lot of content that's been coming out of it of recently. I don't know whether or not that's a good thing because a lot of it has been negative. I mean, at this point, I don't know how anybody would be able to associate with either Josh or Mr. Based. They've probably closed off their careers to whatever they're going to be doing for the rest of their life. I mean, if Josh actually does come to his senses and end up, you know, not doing live streams with Mr. Based, he's just going to move on to some other D-gen that he can use for views. And, you know, who knows if Josh will ever come to his senses, but even if he does, even right now, he's already constrained to a life of making these TikTok videos and, you know, doing these shitty live streams with Mr. Based. So if he ends up leaving Mr. Based, he's just going to go back to mainly focusing on his TikTok page and finding another person maybe to use him. And he might think it's all good and that it's a 50-50 relationship and, you know, everybody's getting a share. But in reality, he's definitely being used right in front of everybody's face. And it's pretty sad. Anyway, y'all, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, you're the best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.